Welcome everybody to the very first show of its kind. Welcome to the Red Express. On this show tonight, we will be discussing all the latest news related to Manchester United in the back pages. We'll be discussing all the hot topics, everything about Manchester United. Today's show will be slightly different in its format. So for anyone who has any feedback or any comments, please let us know what you think on our official Instagram page, which is the RedFlex official. So on this show, we've got a few topics. For those guys that are already following us on Instagram, you'll probably already know what these topics are, which is probably a little bit more of an advantage. So we're going to go through those topics. I'm going to give you my opinion on the matter. We're also going to hear from some special guests on this show who are also going to give their opinion. It's going to be, I'll probably go as far as and say, well, it's probably not true, but just for entertainment purposes, we will say that the Red Express is the most opinionated show in the land, but it's probably not. Okay, so we'll move on to the very first topic. And like I said, on the RedFlex official, what we've started to do is we've been posting certain topics, certain questions, and we've had a lot of response. So thank you to everybody who has. It's been very debatable, very controversial, you could probably say. So the first one that we're going to talk about is, does Ole deserve respect? So this has come on the back of an interview from Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand said that Manchester United have not held any talks with Mauricio Pochettino, and that the Man United fans, the media, everybody in football, we should respect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. My opinion on that is, yes, we should respect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He is a Manchester United legend. He scored one of our most famous goals in the '99 Champions League final. He's a guy who kind of carries himself with, you could call it the old school Manchester United traditions, and you could kind of see that he's trying to implement that in our team as well. Maybe it's taking a little bit, it's a little bit slower than what he was hoping for, but he's trying to bring back that Man United way, the Man United ethics, the Man United ethos. So fair play to him. My opinion on the matter is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be respected as a Manchester United player. He should be respected as a man. He should be respected as a human. But in terms of actual managing the club, I think it should always be based on your performance. So just because he's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't mean that we've got to respect his managerial record. His managerial record compared to Mourinho, compared to Moyes, compared to Van Gaal, it's probably on par, quite similar. I think Mourinho leads the way with about 53% win ratio. So I think he's got to earn the respect. So my answer to that is, we shouldn't respect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just because he's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, just purely as a manager. At this point, what we'll do is, like I promised in the beginning of the video, we will get some opinions on this question as well. So let's hear from some very special guests and see what they have to say.
Does Ole deserve respect? 100% he deserves respect. I don't know why people are disrespecting him, hating on him, saying he's not good enough, saying he's not manager material. I do not understand.
He's also Pep Guardiola. We've beaten Tottenham previously as well. There's plenty of big teams. Our big game caliber spirit is still there. We can win. We may not be title challengers, but it will take a little bit of time, as we already knew previously. Respect Ole.
Respect is earned, not given. Yes, we respect Ole, for what he's done for the club as a football player, but as a manager, he is pathetic. He doesn't have a clue. There's no consistency in his tactics, switching up all the time. We get some big results, and then the following week, we crumble.
Cut Solskjaer's CV. Obviously, it's not great. It's not, you can't compare it to most of the other managers in the league. Never mind Klopp and Pep. So the fact that he's got United third, obviously, yeah, he's got a good squad, he's got a lot of money to spend. But the games that he's won, the tactical analysis, in my opinion, that he's shown, he's got the best out of some of the players. I've seen all of them. Bruno Fernandes, great signing. We've been guilty of signing players and them not performing, but he's done really well. So yeah, I think he's got a point.
Okay, so moving on to the next topic on today's show. So as you can see on Instagram, is Jose right? Are Man United title contenders? So this has come on the back of, I believe, an interview on Sky Sports. So Jose Mourinho is getting a lot of plaudits right now. Probably rightly so. Tottenham are doing really well. Their front three are very exciting. They're very dangerous. Son, Kane, Bale. He mentioned that Manchester United should be seen as title contenders. I think Jose Mourinho is letting his Instagram fame, his recent found fame, obviously he's been very popular anyway. I seen his advert the other day, which made me laugh. I think it was a Paddy Power one. And it kind of has a little reference to Man United where it shows Man United finishing second. And he said not every achievement is a trophy. That made me laugh. So he thinks Manchester United are title contenders. Obviously, you've seen my opinions on the post-match review videos and the pre-match review videos that we have. I think Manchester United are not title contenders this season. We were going in the right way last season. We finished third. Our squad is better than it was last season. Should we be doing better? Absolutely. We should be doing a lot better with the players that we have. We're inconsistent. We can play the best teams in the land and beat them and make them look foolish, which we have. PSG Champions League finalist, Red Bull Leipzig semi-finalist of Champions League just only last year. But then Man United have lost to Crystal Palace. We got smashed by Tottenham 6-1. We somehow beat Brighton. You just don't know what Manchester United are going to show up. I think Jose Mourinho is having a little bit of fun in games. I think the fact that they beat us 6-1, he's probably feeling a little bit sorry for us. So do I think Jose Mourinho's right? Do I think Manchester United are title contenders? No, I do not. Absolutely not. So at this stage, let's hear what the others have to say on this matter.
He knows for a fact that we ain't. He's playing mind games. After that battering he did on us, how can we say we're contenders?
Are Manchester United title contenders according to Jose Mourinho? I have to say, in the current circumstances, in the pandemic and all that, I would say they should be. However, there have been mistakes made, especially with the draw against Chelsea, the loss against Arsenal. I think they are making it hard for themselves.
So the next topic that we're going to be discussing from the tabloids and based on recent developments. So on our Instagram page, we broke to you that, not Alex Telles, Luke Shaw has got a hamstring injury. He's going to be out for between 4 to 6 weeks, which is a blow. So, Ole went on a rant. He's not happy about, is it entertainment? Is it players' well-being? What should we be looking after? So Luke Shaw is out. Alex Telles did have coronavirus. He's recovered. I believe he's back in training. Do I think Alex Telles can replace Luke Shaw? I think Alex Telles is a fantastic player. Alex Telles comes with some serious ammunition. He scored between about 20 to 30 goals for his previous club. He scores goals. He assists. He is at least a little bit inventive when he's in the final third of the opposition. He likes to cross the ball, and I think I've mentioned it on Instagram. I've been speaking to some of you over direct messages, and I've told you that I genuinely believe that since Alex Telles has come to the club, he's made Luke Shaw a better player. Luke Shaw started to cross it. You could see that on the goal against, I believe it's Bruno Fernandes against Everton. His performances generally tend to be consistent when he gets a run of games. I was speaking to one of my mates, and I was saying to him, I think Luke Shaw probably lives next to Wayne Rooney because they're quite similar in kind of their body and the shape of their bodies. I think very easily Luke Shaw can get out of shape, and that's maybe because of injuries. I think Alex Telles is going to be a fantastic replacement for Luke Shaw. I'd probably even go as far as in saying that Luke Shaw and Alex Telles are going to be running each other very close in terms of the starting lineup, and I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if Alex Telles this season at some point becomes our number one left back. So at this point, again, let's hear the opinions of the others and let's see what they have to say.
Is Alex Telles good enough to replace Shaw? And what I've seen of him in United, he has done amazing. Those crosses he lets in, the play he does, yes. If that was him day in, day out, definitely. However, I've not seen enough of Alex Telles to say that he can replace Luke Shaw.
Is Alex Telles good enough to replace Luke Shaw? Well, we can split that part into two questions. He is good enough, but I wouldn't really say replace Luke Shaw. So you can come into the team, you can do a job, but at the end of the day, I think personally, we do have the best left back at the club, which is Luke Shaw, and I personally think, on form, if he stays away from all the pies, Luke Shaw is the best left back in the Premier League.
Was that a serious question about Telles replacing Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw is a pathetic footballer. Yes, he's doing all right this season, but he's terrible. We've got some pathetic left backs. That Brandon Williams, how is he a footballer? He's a joke. Luke Shaw, I don't think he's good enough. Telles will replace him.
So the next topic is something that I probably could do a 30, 40, 50-minute video on the matter itself. So the next one, as per our Instagram account, is should Man United sell Paul Pogba? Jamie Carragher has been in the news recently, and he said that Man United should sell Paul Pogba as soon as possible, basically. He thinks he's not as good as people make out to be. So we bought Paul Pogba. So just to kind of go through the timeline, Paul Pogba was in our academy. There was a bit of a falling out between Raiola and Alex Ferguson. Paul Pogba left. He left on a free transfer. He went to Juventus. We ended up buying him for 90 million. Since he's been here, there's probably patches of games that he's done well, especially in Ole's first season. He scored quite a few goals. I think that was in a more of an attacking role rather than as one of the two in the defensive midfield role. But overall, I have to agree with Jamie Carragher. And I think overall he's not been good enough. When you pay 90 million, and remember at that time 90 million it is a lot of money even now, but then it was a lot of money. And when you pay £90 million for Paul Pogba, I think Jamie Carragher kind of mentioned it as well. He said that he was hoping, not begrudgingly, he was hoping that Paul Pogba was going to be Man United's Steven Gerrard. But there's not been many games where I'd say that Paul Pogba has took the game by the scruff of the neck and he's pulled us through and he's won his games, he's won his trophies. Yeah, there's other factors involved. He does get a lot of criticism just because he's Paul Pogba. This is just purely based on performance, based on trophies, based on his results, based on his assists, based on his goals. I think right now is the best time to let Paul Pogba go. We have Bruno Fernandes, we have Donny van der Beek who's sitting on the bench. And one of the reasons why people were saying that Paul Pogba should stay, or one of the reasons why they thought Man United would want Paul Pogba to stay, is because of his commercial prowess, the shirts that he sells, his popularity on Instagram. But I truly believe Marcus Rashford, even though that's not his intention, that's where he's probably going to overtake Paul Pogba because of all the fantastic work that he's done. I think Rashford would probably be more of a commercial contributor towards Manchester United going forwards, and I think that it is the right time to sell Paul Pogba. So let's hear what the other guys have got to say about this.
My opinion, I don't think we should at this stage. I think it's easy to overreact in regards to the current situation. He's not playing well at the moment. He's not been fit. He's recently had COVID. I think he will take a bit of time maybe to get to his best form again. If we don't see that, if you don't see the hunger for him to want to play for Manchester United, and he rarely kind of turns up between now and the end of the season, then for certain it's time to get rid of him. I think there's still a kind of fee that we would get for him, because he's still kind of highly regarded in Europe. I think all the big teams will be after him. But we only should consider offloading him only if he's completely off the ball for a consistent period of time and he expresses his desire to leave.
Just want to say a special shout out to Kasim, rocking that tash. I think we should sell him because I don't think his heart's on playing for the club. I don't know if many of them players want to play for the club or the manager, but it's been ongoing for a long time. He's just there for the sake of it. I don't know if it's his manager or, sorry, his agent that's engineering a move. I think his heart's set on Madrid.
Should Manchester United sell Paul Pogba? Well, my personal, if you asked me before the beginning of the season, I would have said no. But this season has shown that we are now ready to let go of him. This isn't me criticizing the player in any way. Anybody that knows me would know that my favourite player in the Manchester United team is Paul Pogba. I think he's the best player that we have, but he doesn't perform like it. He's had like 4.5 years, if I'm not mistaken now, to prove himself, and it just hasn't worked out.
So that pretty much wraps up the very first episode of the Red Express. So I have practiced this, so I'll try and make this sound natural. So for everybody that's watching on YouTube, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, which I think is on the right hand side, to make sure you keep up to date with any new content at the RedFlex. And also, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, make sure you do. It's the RedFlex official, where you will see content that will not always be seen on all our shows. So once again, thank you. We will speak to you soon, and make sure you stay safe. Good night.